Hello. So, there was the MCM Midlands Comic Con in Telford at the weekend, which was alright. It was more like the Birmingham one than the Wrexham one, being like the two different conventions I've been previously. There was more stalls and things, which I appreciate more, because you can buy stuff. I saw a few things there. I saw there were a lot of classics Ultra Magnus, the white one, that people get the armor and like the upgrade armor for the third party stuff. There were a lot of those there. I think there was the reissue sets of like the cone heads and possibly Blaster with his cassettes. And I you know what? I don't want to spend money on remolded, re-released G1. It's just I'm not that much of a G1 purist. I prefer the G1 characters, the G1 toys. Not so much. But I got a couple of things there. Nothing overly major. I got one Transformer and I got two model kits. So, model kits being Shaky Cam, Reborns, and Wing. Yeah, those two. Unfortunately, I've not painted them because I haven't got an airbrush or anything, and so I kind of suck. But whatever. And the other thing I got was Hunt for Decepticons Long Haul. Oh yeah. Yes. Anyway. So I thought, stop wiggling, camera. Light, there we go. I thought, considering I've got a couple more things from this con, and I've got a few other things lying around, I should really get back onto the stuff from the last con. I think I've got two more figures to do. So let's jump in with this one. Transformers Universe? I'm going to say, I can't remember. Transformers Universe Deluxe Thunderwing. And it's quite a nice looking plane. It's it's got that sort of slight forward swing wing, which I always appreciate. It's quite nice indeed. There's one thing that might be obvious to a lot of people now, but I'll tell you in the robot mode because it becomes a bit more obvious. But yeah, it's quite nice indeed. It's got the big guns that stick on the wings there, and they've kind of got like molded in missiles either side. And nice translucent cockpit where you can see the seat and everything like that. A lot of detail. Some Valkyrie tow jets, because that's just what they are. And this piece that detaches, because this used to be, I believe the G1, this was a Pretender. And it actually had its own little plane that stuck off the front and turned into a robot. This one doesn't turn into a robot, which is a shame. But it's got its nice little, crystal cockpit and got some molded in machine guns, or whatever they are. Got its own little black thruster in the back, so it looks like it can fly. It looks like a really smooth Star Trek, shuttlecraft, just going down to the planet, sir. Because that's just me being a nerd. But you're here, so you must be a nerd too. So there you go. Enjoy. But yeah, it's quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Have I got size comparison? I have got size comparison. I thought this through. Well done, me. This is already Starscream. So, roughly the same kind of size, but this is a lot heavier, a lot thicker, a lot heavier. Because Starscream, bless him, you can see through him. This is one solid lump. There ain't no going through this thing. Just shows the difference in the amount of plastic they use these days, but I'm not going to harp on about that because, quite frankly, this is a great figure. This is alright. So, sometimes less is more. Ah, dear. And now we'll go for the classic Jetformer problems. Oh, look, it's the entire robot mode. It's got landing gear, and they just fold up. Ta-da. And it's just like, hey, look, it's the arms. They've not even tried to hide them. They're right there. Right. Got a little sticker there, some little dude. I'm guessing that's like the Pretender. There's a sticker on the belly. That's kind of neat. Especially considering as it transforms, that's going to get covered up. So, speaking of which, let's transform it. So we'll pop. You don't have to pop the guns off, I'm just going to do it because, you know, why not? You don't have to pop them off at all, you can leave them on. Right, so we'll fold these tail fins out to the side, and then you've actually got to fold these wings out, just for transformation. You can put them back in robot mode, but you've got to do it for transformation. Yep. And then just detach the feet sections from this plate here. Because there's a double hinge there, so this obviously goes over. But these kind of peg onto the back of it, so you just got to make sure that's detached. Then you got to wriggle, again, double hinge, you've got to wriggle this loose and up. There's a double hinge in there, but we're not using that quite yet. We just want to move that up, because this goes in there. And double hinge, and over the top. And then you double hinge that all the way over and onto the back. It doesn't peg in, it just sort of flops around loose. But it doesn't go anywhere, so it's not bad. We get to this. So we fold these down, bring the arms out a bit. Now, you got to bend these, because these are obviously the legs now, you know that much. You got to bend it at the knee, back a little bit. Just a little bit like that, so that this can swing past. If you do it otherwise, it'll clash on the knee pads. It won't go past. And again, big double hinge in there. See that? Big double hinge. You've got to bring that. And you've got to basically rotate at the ball joints for the hips. You know, like that. Yeah, bring it out like that. Straighten the legs out a bit. Fold this down. Which will leave you like this. And then this piece, again, double hinge. Lots of double hinges on this guy. Bring that, swing it around, and drop it into the body, which covers up that sticker of the face. Open the toes, and I'm going to have to stand this raise this camera a bit, aren't I? And there you go. He looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad at all. Does actually really remind me of a Wing Gundam now. Considering I've got one lying around here, you know, put the wings out a bit. So just for the splayed wings. Sorry, just occurred to me. There's still novelty on that figure. Sorry, well that model kit, but there we go. Okay, and he looks alright. There's one slight minor problem. That is to say, you can only bring the arms to about there, because these shoulder guns catch on the backpack. So he can't actually bring his arms any more forward than that. But you know what? Fine, don't care. I've dealt with stuff like this before. I had G1s, it's fine. So there's ball joint, knee joint, there's a little bit of fiddling about in the toes, but nothing really worth talking about. Head swivel. Is it on a ball joint? No, just swivels up and down a little bit. The wings you can fold back in. It's fine. You can still wriggle this loose and pull the drone off. Oh, sorry, you've got to bring the landing gear down first. Sorry, apologies. This is getting messy, isn't it? Right. So you get that, landing gear down, pop this out, close it back up, show it on its back. Doesn't look as good now, but it's still fine. And you still have this flying around. Put there. Then we got the guns, which he can hold in each hand, not a problem, fine. Or there are these two little tabs on top, and two little slots at the bottom. And this is the same on both sides, so you can do it either way you like, but I'm just going to do it this way, because it's the first way that came to mind. And you tap those together, and then you get a double gun. For reasons I don't know. You can still leave them pegged onto the wings at the back. You can leave them on during transformation, it makes no difference. But you can just, you know what, I'll just put them in the back, because they're guns, you know what they look like, you'll know what they'll look like in hand. Yes, they got firing gimmicks, no, I'm not going to fire them, because I don't like firing missiles, because they disappear and you never find them again. Okay, now, very quickly before I do a size comparison, I'm going to ask one thing. If anyone's got this figure, can you tell me all these extra stickers and stuff. And the one on the body there, possibly these Decepticon symbols, the ones on the wings here. Is this all an add-on sticker kit? Because it looks a lot like it shouldn't be there, you know, straight out of the box. It looks like an add-on kit. Because I don't know. I got this second hand from ID Toys at the Comic Con in Birmingham in November. So I don't know. This could be an add-on kit. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It looks like an add-on kit, but it doesn't look like something official. So if anyone knows, let me know. That'd be nice, just to confirm my suspicions. The big joint there in the middle, that's a little bit loose. I do need to tighten that. I might have to floor polish it. I might do it right after this video. I do need to do it. And because that's a little bit loose, you get a bit of that. Which, you know, it doesn't ruin anything, because it'll just drop straight back. But it's just a little bit annoying for me. Size comparison. Classics Thrust. I believe it's Classics. So he's, you know, standard deluxe size, or, you know, standard Seiko mold size. But, yeah, quite a nice figure. I mean, you could get a little bit let down by the arms not moving too much, but I mean, ideal world, this whole wing section would have a hinge in the back plate there, so it could just pivot, swing back a little bit. So you could get these past, but then if you had all that weight back a bit more, it would just go straight on its back. Ah dear. But yeah, he's quite a nice thing. I've been recently getting... They're releasing all the old comics in massive annuals, basically. They're releasing those like weekly, monthly. I don't know. I just keep looking and finding them. But they're releasing those, and like the second one I think they released, they had Thunderwing in it, and he was effectively the god of destruction. He just destroyed everything. But he looked a lot better than this, unfortunately. I know who the character... Yeah, I know what the character looks like, and I know this is Thunderwing. It's always supposed to be Thunderwing. But that one, I believe they did a third-party one, but he had, like, the jet turned into the robot, fine. And then he had, like, this upgrade mode where he basically sort of, like, the turbines and stuff from the jet mode turns like, massive arms. He basically hulked out. It was brilliant. And I believe they've done a third-party figure of that, so I'm actually looking at a third-party going, But I don't like third-party, so I'm not going to buy it. I just think that one looks really pretty. A lot of third-party stuff looks pretty, but I will settle for this guy, because he's good enough. Good enough. Seal of approval. At least he's not Disadvantage Maximus, because that's always funny. So yeah, this is Universe Thunderwing. He's not bad. Yours may differ, because like I say, I'm pretty sure this has already got the upgrade, like Doctor Wu stickers, or what is it, Doctor Wu? I don't know. I think it might have the upgrade sticker pack, so if you got him, it might differ. Sorry, not much I can do about that. So, this has gone on too long, and I want to get back to my cup of tea. I shall be ugly. No, I am ugly, and I am wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Later, suckers.